Welcome, amazing soul. The pain you survived was never random. And right now, something so massive is moving toward your life that you're about to understand why the universe forced you through seasons that nearly broke you emotionally. Because what's coming is not small. This is the kind of shift that changes your entire understanding of your past. The kind that makes you stop in the middle of your day and suddenly realize that's why everything happened the way it did. For a long time, your life felt emotionally heavy in ways other people could not fully understand. You gave love sincerely. You showed up for people consistently. You tried to build stable connections, stable dreams, stable futures. But over and over again, something collapsed just when you thought things were finally becoming secure. Relationships failed unexpectedly. People disappointed you. Plans delayed. Opportunities disappeared. And honestly, there were moments where you secretly wondered if life itself was against you. Because every time your heart opened fully, pain seemed to follow. There's also something important about the emotional exhaustion you carried through those years. You became so used to surviving disappointment that eventually your spirit stopped expecting things to work out properly. Some of you learned how to emotionally detach before becoming too hopeful, because experience taught you how quickly happiness could disappear. And that survival mode changed you deeply. But what you didn't realize at the time was this: the universe was protecting you from paths that could never carry the future meant for you. There's also a massive spiritual lesson surrounding the people who left your life. Certain individuals were never meant to travel with you into your next chapter. Some betrayed you, some emotionally neglected you, some only loved you conditionally. Others simply could not grow at the same pace your soul was evolving. And even though losing them hurt, keeping them would have hurt far more eventually. That's why so many endings happened forcefully, because destiny was clearing space. There's also someone from your past who now realizes they completely misunderstood your value. This person once believed they could walk away from you emotionally without consequences. They thought your softness meant weakness. They assumed your love would always remain available, no matter how inconsistent or emotionally unavailable they became. But now they see the truth clearly. You were the blessing, and losing you destabilized their entire emotional world. There's also a powerful reward after suffering energy surrounding your future right now. The cards are showing something enormous building behind the scenes. Emotional fulfillment, stability, abundance, recognition, soul-aligned love, peace, security. The kind of life you secretly hoped existed for you but stopped fully believing in after too many disappointments. And honestly, it's arriving faster than you realize. That's why your intuition feels so restless lately. Your spirit senses movement before your physical reality fully catches up. There's also deep emotional healing happening inside you now. Even if you still carry scars from the past, your heart is slowly reopening again. You're beginning to trust your instincts more deeply. You're becoming more selective with your energy, more protective over your peace, more aware of your own value. And that inner transformation is magnetizing blessings towards you rapidly, because the universe can finally trust you not to settle for less anymore. There's also something karmic happening around your emotional growth. The people who hurt you unintentionally trained you to become stronger, wiser, more discerning. Pain sharpened your intuition. Betrayal sharpened your boundaries. Heartbreak taught you self-respect. And now those lessons are preparing you for something much bigger. something lasting. There's also major relationship energy surrounding this reading, a connection entering your life or transforming within your current life that feels emotionally aligned in a way you have rarely experienced before. Honest communication, mutual effort, emotional safety, real stability. And honestly, that kind of connection is going to shock your nervous system at first, because you became so accustomed to inconsistency that peace itself may initially feel unfamiliar. But this time is different, very different. There's also strong abundance energy surrounding your future finances and long-term security. Some of you are entering a period where money, opportunities, career growth, or stability begin flowing much more naturally than before. The struggle cycle is beginning to close. And once this new chapter fully begins, your life changes permanently. There's also emotional regret surrounding someone who lost access to you because of their own choices. This person may still think about you constantly, especially late at night. They replay memories, conversations, moments where they should have chosen you more carefully, because now they understand something painful. Your energy was rare, and they lost it through their own emotional immaturity. There's also huge spiritual awakening energy around your intuition now. You've become extremely sensitive to energy shifts lately. You notice hidden motives faster. You sense emotional dishonesty immediately. Situations that once confused you now feel obvious. That heightened intuition is part of your preparation, because where you're going next requires discernment. Not everyone deserves access to your future. There's also major life redirection energy surrounding this reading. Some of the biggest disappointments you survived were actually divine reroutes, jobs ending, relationships collapsing, delays frustrating you, emotional breakdowns forcing you inward. At the time, it felt cruel. But now the pieces are beginning to connect. Because if certain things had worked out back then, you would never have reached the destiny unfolding now. There's also someone here who secretly envies your resilience. This person watched you survive things that should have emotionally destroyed you. And instead of collapsing permanently, you transformed into someone calmer, wiser, and more powerful. And honestly, that transformation intimidates them deeply, because now they realize pain strengthened you instead of weakening you. There's also major manifestation energy surrounding your current phase. Your thoughts, intentions, emotional focus, and spiritual energy carry unusual power right now. The universe is responding quickly because your vibration itself changed after everything you endured. You no longer chase from desperation. You attract from alignment, and that difference changes everything. There's also a huge emotional release happening around old grief. The sadness you carried for years is beginning to loosen its grip on your spirit. Not because the past suddenly didn't matter, but because your future is finally becoming bigger than your pain. And honestly, that realization is life-changing, because for the first time in a long time, hope feels real again. There's also strong movement energy around travel, relocation, expansion, or stepping into environments that finally match your worth properly. Your spirit outgrew many places emotionally before your physical life caught up. But now reality itself is beginning to reorganize around the stronger version of you that emerged after suffering. That's why things suddenly feel accelerated, because your destiny is finally catching up to your growth. There's also beautiful emotional fulfillment surrounding your future relationships. The kind of love where you don't constantly question where you stand. The kind of stability that feels calm instead of chaotic. The kind of connection where your softness is protected instead of exploited. And when that enters your life fully, everything you survived emotionally will suddenly make sense. Every delay, every heartbreak, every betrayal, every painful ending. Because none of it was punishment. It was preparation. Preparation for the life your soul was always meant to experience. And honestly, once this next chapter begins, you're going to look back at your old pain and finally understand why the universe refused to let you settle for less. Because something so much bigger was always waiting for you on the other side of the struggle. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I truly appreciate your support. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts, feelings, or messages to me, or even to the universe, in the comments below. If you'd like to support the channel further, you can make a small donation using the link in the description. Every bit of support means a lot. Please share this video with anyone who may benefit from it. Wishing you a life filled with peace, harmony, and joy each and every day.